local government sector forms an important part of the economic and social fabric of Tasmania, and for that reason the Tasmanian Chamber of Commerce and Industry takes a close interest in not only the financial sustainability of local governments but also their effectiveness in facilitating and promoting investment. Of course, local government reform means many things to many people. For some it means simply amalgamation of councils to create larger councils, but there are a variety of other options such as greater shared services, joint service organisations and improvements in the way that administrative functions are organised across the local government sector. The Tasmanian Chamber of Commerce and Industry takes the view that the form of the local government sector should only follow from the priorities and functions that we expect the sector to take. So we've been consulting closely with businesses, the state government and the local government sector around what are the key opportunities and challenges for local governments and the various functions that they provide. The Tasmanian Chamber of Commerce, as part of its local government project, has embarked on a series of tasks. These tasks have included a set of forums around the state where we engage with both businesses and the local government sector to discuss in an open, robust but cooperative way the challenges and opportunities faced by the entire local government sector. One of the key outcomes from the forums was the realisation that businesses and communities in different parts of Tasmania have very different priorities and different views about what the role of local government should be. In the south of Tasmania, there's a much greater acceptance across the spectrum of both business and local government that there needs to be a shift towards larger councils, particularly across the Hobart area. Because Hobart is the capital city, it is recognised that larger councils can accommodate for broader regional-wide planning, strategic planning and investment in promoting that part of the state. However, in other parts of the state, particularly the northwest, there is a much stronger allegiance and relationship with smaller councils, and there's a much greater need for a sense of representation at a very small regional level, and that needs to be reflected in the opportunities and the options provided for by government. Another outcome that came out of all of the forums was the important role that the state government provides in a lot of the services that local governments deliver in the end, because the state government is, at the end of the day, the regulator in a lot of areas. For instance, land use planning. The planning scheme template has been developed by the state government. Many of the regulations around building approvals and environmental approvals are designed by the state government, and for that reason any delays and red tape and inefficiencies that are involved in local government processes need to be also reviewed by state government to ensure that their regulatory framework is not creating too much red tape for councils and for business. The TCCI looks forward to working with our members, the local government sector and the state government to push forward effective local government reforms that deliver better economic and social outcomes for Tasmania. This will be an ongoing dynamic process. Reform never ends. Because of the changing global economy, because of the ageing demographic, because of modernisation, there is a greater need for local governments, just like state governments, to continually review the way they operate and deliver services, and also review the services that they deliver and prioritise which ones are important and which ones are maybe out of scope.